but we're friends though.
This is the cringe video Iceberg. Unlike other icebergs, which are usually organized based on how well known the information is, the cringe video iceberg is instead ranked by the severity of cringe, with less cringy videos located at the top, while the more unbearable videos are located near the bottom. And not only will we be covering videos from all eras of the internet, but we'll also be diving into weird internet trends and occasionally specific people as well. Now, there's an important detail that I've left out up until this point, and that's the fact that I don't know what's on this iceberg. You see, I had my friend Parallax Jax and my entire Discord community compile and rank all of these cringy videos. Because not only are we going to be diving into the backstories behind all of these videos and internet phenomena, but we are also going to be watching them live in order to fully immerse ourselves in the secondhand embarrassment. So in a way, this video is part stereotypical iceberg and part gauntlet to test your mental fortitude. So as you guys can see here, Jax has shared with me a Google Doc featuring all of the entries on this iceberg, along with their videos. And not only are we going to be watching every single one of these videos, but we are also going to be diving into their backstories. Also, by the way, if you're new to the channel, about a year ago we did the first iteration of the cringe video iceberg, but if you don't see an entry in this video that you think deserves to be on a cringe video iceberg, it's probably in that iceberg. So you guys should go check out that video at some point. So without further ado, let's dive into the first layer of the cringe video iceberg, the surface. Instagram witch threatens Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a highly influential businessman best known for owning multiple successful companies, including SpaceX, Tesla, and X. Although Musk was once viewed as a likable entrepreneur, his recent pivot into the political sphere has made him an extremely divisive figure amongst the general public, with one of his most eerie detractors being an individual named Lotta. Although Lotta's social media profiles went unnoticed for the majority of her online presence, things would quickly change after the 2024 US election, when Donald Trump was announced as the 47th president of the United States. Unhappy with the results, Lotta would take to Instagram and begin to post videos of herself, speaking in riddles, and ominously warning multiple political figures of her presence, with the most notable one being Elon Musk. Due to Lotta's physical appearance and bizarre speech pattern, many of her videos would quickly go viral online, and users on Instagram would begin to revere her as a prophet, promptly giving her the title of the Oracle. Some users even went as far as to speculate that her discolored right eye could see into the future. Whether these claims are true or not remains unknown, but one thing is for certain, Lotta seems to have a particular hatred for Elon Musk. Now, let's witness some of her ominous premonitions together. Instagram witch threatens Elon Musk. I am very curious to see what this entry is about.
Elon Musk, my family wants a meeting with you.
Okay.
I promise you a surprise.
Dude, the
Get
eye.
ready, Musk. Get ready, Musk. To dust.
Okay, that was the entire video. Wow. What an ominous message to Elon Musk, first of all. Second of all, I'm just gonna say it because we're all thinking it. This is a Resident Evil villain. Like, even the dialogue, man.
Musk, my family wants a meeting with you.
My family wants a meeting with you? You cannot tell me that is not Resident Evil dialogue. So, we have 2 more videos referencing this specific event. I am very curious to see what they're about. Let's just have a watch.
Hey, Musk, I told you I would get you. Hey, Musk.
That's it. That's the entire clip. You know, I gotta say, I really like how this video builds off the lore of the last one, and it sort of implies that whatever she did to Elon Musk, she was successful in. What is this final video, man?
Hey, Daddy.
Dude.
Last night was amazing.
Okay.
Hey, Daddy.
That's it? That's the entire clip, man? How is this relevant to the last 2 videos, man? Because I know damn well this is not about Elon Musk. Wow. What an entry. Alright, let's move on to the next entry. Why we need racism. Achilles Argyle is a small YouTube commentator whose internet presence, although brief, was extremely controversial. In order to understand why that is, we must first familiarize ourselves with the man himself, or I guess you could say, the ram himself. That's because Achilles Argyle identified as a furry, and his persona was that of a ram wearing a plaid sweater. On April 11th, 2020, Achilles would make his online presence known through a tweet discussing some of the double standards that furries face. And just 9 days after this post, he would upload the now infamous Why We Need Racism video onto YouTube. In the video, Achilles would argue in favor of multiple contentious topics, including segregation, the establishment of ethnostates, and, disturbingly enough, slavery. Due to the controversial nature of this video, it was met with heavy backlash online, and was eventually removed off of YouTube altogether. Achilles would only go on to upload one more video before mysteriously vanishing off the internet entirely. Although some people believe that Achilles was nothing more than an internet troll, there is no verifiable evidence to support this claim. In fact, the only thing that we can verify about Achilles Argyle is that in his video justifying racism, he would attempt to incorporate a very stinky surprise into the topic. Now, let's watch this extremely bizarre video together. Alright, so the title of this video is Racist Goat with Stinky Feet. Re-upload. That does not bode well for me. Let's have a watch.
Now, before you all grab your pitchforks and storm into the comments section over the title of the video alone, let me just say that of course racism is bad. I wouldn't make a 10-minute video defending something so obviously terrible. Generations have been ruined because of racism, and lives are still getting destroyed by it. However, I don't think we should be painting...
Alright, okay, first of all, this person looks like some type of goat or lamb furry. Why are his appendages down there grotesquely accurate human feet? Shouldn't they be like hooves or something like that? Secondly, why would you do this?
However, I don't think we should be painting racism as entirely evil, because, well, there's a reason why people are racist. And that's not because people want to be bad. It's because there are objective benefits to being racist. And I don't think—
Dude! What the f, man? The toes are animated. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I just realized some poor artist was commissioned to do this. That's rough, man. Imagine having your name attached to a video like this.
I know I personally feel that certain races contribute significantly less than others to our culture, such as Mexicans and Indians, and the best way to avoid this is simply to divide people by race. Suddenly, there would be no more races, right?
Okay, I'm not sure if this is just a visual glitch on my end. I'm beginning to see a green hue form near the feet. What a disturbing detail to add.
They're pumping CO2 into the world like it's a competition. They're third in the world in terms of CO2 emissions.
Dude, the feet just keep getting f***ing stinkier, guys. It's like his feet take up such a small part of the frame, and yet they demand so much attention from the audience. For some reason, I get the disturbing feeling that that was the intention with this video. But, I digress. Yeah, what a bizarre entry. Overall, I would say that entry left a bad taste in my mouth, you know? Or I guess you could say a bad smell in my nose. Let's move on to the next entry. Skibbity Biden. Stephen Colbert is a well-known comedian and political commentator, best known for hosting multiple influential talk shows, including The Daily Show, The Colbert Report, and more recently, The Late Show. On May 22nd, 2024, The Late Show would air a segment on President Biden's recent job listing for a meme page manager. Enthused by this new job opening, Colbert would begin to list off potential memes that this meme page manager could create. Although many of these examples were extremely outdated and more in line with early internet humor, one stood out from the rest due to its modern-day relevance. This meme would infamously be known as Skibbity Biden.
So the Biden campaign wants to build on the new viral trend of hand grandpa the phone because reportedly they're looking for a meme page manager.
Oh my god.
So look forward to some hot new Biden social content like McGurd Trumpers.
Oh.
ICANN has youth votes. And of course, for the very online, Skibbity Biden.
Dude.
What the
Dude, holy shit, man, that was potent. Whew.
Never in my entire life have I seen somebody publicly display how out of touch they are with modern culture, you know? Dude, Irma Gerd, using the Irma Gerd meme in the big 2024? What are we doing, man? Icon has youth vote? Bro, the devil must have whispered that bit into Stephen Colbert's ear at night. Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, that is the first genuinely cringe one I think we've seen. Let's move on to the next entry, which just so happens to be FouseyTube felt gay. FouseyTube felt gay. Yusuf Erakat, more commonly referred to as FouseyTube, is a controversial content creator who primarily live streams on the platform Kick. Although he is mostly known for his streaming activities nowadays, he was once an extremely popular prank YouTuber, amassing over 10 million subscribers on the platform. Due to how popular his content was at the time, he would eventually be nominated for, and win, Entertainer of the Year at the 2016 Streamy Awards. During his acceptance speech, FouseyTube would discuss some of his past controversies and how the hate he had received affected his self-perception, claiming that he often felt worthless, ugly, and most notably, gay.
For a long time, I looked at myself in the mirror and I based myself based on what I read on the comments. I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that no like that.
Hey, dude, what was that? Okay, the comedic timing on that gasp was absolutely perfect.
I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that no, like
that is potent. That is a potent clip right there. Wow, what a clip, man. What did the comments say? Wait, this is fake? No, okay, that's not true. Let me cross-reference real quick.
I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that no,
like that
dude,
it is fake. You know what? Here's the thing. If enough people collectively come together and we all agree that this is actually what happened, that makes it reality. Yeah, so this is the real clip. This is actually what happened.
I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that no,
dude, it's just too perfect not to be real. Okay, so yeah, real clip. All right, let's move on to the next entry. Doro the Alien. Doro the Alien is an intergalactic visitor hailing from the planet Xenu, located in the Andromeda galaxy. Although he was originally nothing more than a spacefaring traveler, that would all change upon his discovery of Earth. Intrigued by the intelligent lifeforms inhabiting the planet, Doro would extend his visit to Earth indefinitely in order to accurately study the species. Now, his primary objective is to, and I quote, study and create human content with a dash of chaos. Unfortunately for us, Doro's first interaction with humanity must have been through Reddit, because the types of videos he posts contain some of the most juvenile humor I have ever seen. Although it is unconfirmed as to what alien species Doro is, that hasn't stopped commenters from coming up with specious slurs in order to insult his kind, with the most popular one being this word that I refuse to say.
Starting to think Drake's not like us. You're welcome to all the Kendrick fans.
First of all, this was posted on March 1st. Doro, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you're about 10 months too late to the trend, you know? Second of all, what is this build? He's got blue skin, heterochromia, he's got like sperm-dyed white hair, and he's dressed like a Guardian of the Galaxy knockoff. Like he's like the Guardian of the Milky Way. Alright, we have a few clips referencing this individual, so let's have a watch, shall we?
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk. Ooh, you just hopped to that plasma ray, Miss Welch. No more rug pulling for you. Also, everyone in the comments, you're welcome.
Okay, one thing I'm noticing about these videos is that he does this weird cutaway that's like really ominous. Like, what is this? I get the impression from this scene that he's one video away from snapping. It just takes one more video for him to break and go insane. Also, look at this side profile, man. Doro the Alien, what an interesting little goober. That's probably my favorite entry yet. Now, let's move on to the next one. Instagram jump scares. This entry refers to an extremely odd phenomenon that primarily occurs on Instagram. More specifically, Instagram Reels. Typically, platforms that host short-form content, such as TikTok and YouTube, have an internal algorithm that feeds users carefully curated videos based on what they interact and engage with. Although these algorithms are effective most of the time, they occasionally get things wrong and recommend something unexpected to the user. And this is most prevalent on Instagram Reels. When scrolling on the platform, no matter how normal your feed may be, you will eventually be recommended videos of creepy old men. Despite the fact that these videos often come from these men's personal accounts, they are known to garner millions of views due to Instagram's algorithm. And the worst part of this all is that when you watch one of these videos, Instagram will consider it as engagement and begin recommending you more and more videos of creepy old men. And for those who have yet to experience this phenomenon, with enough time, it will happen. The caption for this video is, "I like hearing your thoughts about older men." What am I walking into?
Has been so far, where in the courts especially, you've seen
okay, that's
the
disgusting.
judges stopping the ability to shut down all federal funding places.
Ew, dude, you could, bro, you could hear like his bodily functions, dude. What the?
Meals on Wheels that we were seeing, the pause that took place, that was ended. We're seeing Elon back.
I wonder who this was for. Like, why did he create this? Just, no, I'm not gonna say that. No, I will. Based off of his appearance, may be for someone not of age. I don't get it, man. Are all these clips just gonna be of creepy old men? Dude, what the f? How many children will I have? Dude, okay, like, what do you guys want me to say about this? There's nothing I can offer that's not already provided in this clip. 4 children in this economy, though? Good luck. What is this final one, then? It's just gonna be another creepy old guy? Dude, okay. I wonder what he was trying to communicate by posting this, you know? What was he trying to tell us? If I had to wager what he was trying to say, he was probably trying to reference one of his victims that he's embalmed and now in bed with. But that's just me. Let's move on to the next entry. Stenoboy's DMs. Stenoboy Get 'Em is an infamous internet rapper who first gained widespread recognition in 2019. Although some of you may not know who this is, you've almost certainly seen a clip of him, with 2 of his most famous videos being the "Y'all see the shoes" meme,
see the shoes, I see the money,
and the more iconic "I'm stroking it" soundbite.
I'm over here stroking my I got lotion on my right now, I'm just stroking my shit.
Despite only becoming mainstream relatively recently, Stenoboy has actually been active on the internet for over a decade, with some of his earliest appearances on YouTube dating as far back as 2011. Although he originally started off his internet tenure as an aspiring rapper, Stenoboy has slowly devolved into somewhat of a lolcow in recent years. This newfound notoriety can largely be attributed to his bizarre outfit choices, public crash outs, and his interactions with fans through Instagram DMs. And it is this last detail that we'll be focusing on. When Stenoboy began gaining popularity back in 2019, he would begin to receive thousands of Instagram DMs from both fans and trolls alike. Instead of ignoring these random messages like most people would have, Stenoboy would choose to respond to many of these fans, often using Instagram's voice messaging feature as his primary means of communication. This would, inevitably, get him into some controversy, because he would allegedly have multiple inappropriate interactions with minors. Despite this disturbing revelation, these interactions weren't the ones to go viral online. Instead, his most popular leaked DMs consisted of his spicy encounters with women, or as Stenoboy likes to call them, stunner girls. The only issue is that many of these stunner girls weren't girls at all.
Talk to me on the microphone.
Am I a stunner girl now?
Oh hell nah, oh hell nah.
What was that clip? What was the context behind this? What happened? I really like how the guy tried to justify his bad woman voice by just saying that his throat was raspy.
Why you want to be a stoner girl? Talk to me in the microphone. Why?
Why?
Nah, you gotta talk to me in the microphone. What the fuck?
Dude, how many times is this guy gonna get catfished on Instagram, man? Is this what this entry is dedicated to? Just Stunner Boy getting catfished? What is this final one?
Man, you not moaning, cuz. I'm about to block you, cuz. You play too much.
Okay. Uh-oh. Might have to censor that.
Yeah.
Tell me you want me to bust it all in your fat ass. Say fucking good, I can fucking explode.
Stunner Boy, I want you to bust in my fat ass.
Okay. Oh, hell nah, nigga. Okay. Oh, you a dude, cuz. Oh, that's fucked up, Lo.
Okay, dude. Dude, Stunner Boy, how many times are you gonna get catfished on Instagram before you learn that people don't want to f you through the app, you know? You dirty boy. This entry refers to an extremely bizarre video featuring an altercation between a teacher and his student, originally uploaded onto TikTok by the user Lemon Meringue Cookie. The video depicts the teacher verbally berating his student for drawing obscene imagery in his notebook. Although this altercation is already unprofessional as it stands, what makes this situation even worse is that the teacher creepily refers to the student as a dirty little boy throughout the entire ordeal. So the title of this entry is You Dirty Boy. There is no conceivable way that this is good, okay? Let's have a watch.
Dirty little boy, erase that shit! Erase that shit! You dirty boy! Come on,
Okay,
erase it, you little dirty boy!
Okay. Pause. Out of all of the ways you could go about scolding a student, why would you refer to them as a dirty boy?
Erase them! And then you know what we're gonna do? You and mommy are gonna come in and erase
You and
all
mommy.
your dirty penises that you broke in your book. You dirty little boy! Is that the way you talk to? Erase all your little dirty things. Erase your dirty things. Do you understand me?
Dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay. It's getting progressively more creepy now. I can excuse the dirty boy comments as something that happened in the heat of the moment, but creepily making the child say yes sir to you as well, those two things in combination do not look good, man. The title of that entry did not disappoint. Holy shit, man. But with that final entry, we have just completed the first layer of the cringe video iceberg. Overall, that wasn't too difficult. However, if this is anything like the last iceberg, layer 2 is where things start getting a little dicey. So prepare yourselves, folks, as we enter layer 2, the shallow waters. Ant Fletch 31. Anthony Fletcher, more commonly referred to as Ant Fletch 31, is an extremely enigmatic internet figure who first gained notoriety in 2021. One of the most notable things about Anthony is his striking physical appearance, with his bald head and piercing blue eyes being some of his most prominent features. This, however, is not the reason he's featured on this iceberg. You see, Anthony is a gooner, and this is often reflected in the type of content he posts, which typically features Anthony himself creepily implying some sort of sexual innuendo about an innocent situation. Due to the way Anthony expresses his sexual desires and his consistent eye contact throughout the entire ordeal, many viewers report feeling uncomfortable while watching his videos. Although Anthony can certainly be classified as a gooner, believe it or not, he wasn't always like this. If you visit his Instagram page and scroll back far enough, you can see that he was once a talented amateur photographer, with the majority of his photos being dedicated to the hobby. Not only that, but Anthony rarely showed his face during this era, and when he did, it can be observed that he was sporting a full head of hair. However, something would change between the months of September and October of 2019, because Anthony would mysteriously shave his head and begin posting more and more photos of himself. These selfies would eventually turn into videos, and these videos would then evolve into degeneracy. It was at this point that the Anthony Fletcher we knew and loved was gone, and all that was left in his place was Aunt Fletch 31.
Oh! Everything's better when it's stuffed and creamy.
Alright, there's a lot to unpack with this video here. First of all, he has extremely blue eyes. They're almost captivating in a way. Also, after he says his little punchline or whatever, he does this like double wink. He winks with both eyes.
Everything's better when it's stuffed and creamy.
He hits you with the double wink and then the sinister smirk. What an interesting goofball. What are the other videos like?
If you meow, you're hot.
Meow.
Okay. The double wink and the sinister smirk are iconic. Also, why is he like suffering from jaundice in this clip? Like, he looks extremely yellow in this video compared to the last one. Alright, what is this final video?
Aww, you're so cute.
Oh god.
You're mine now.
Oh god! Anthony, I don't want to be yours. I'm sorry, man. I feel like that, although I explicitly said that I don't want to be his, he's going to make me his. Let's move on to the next entry. But we friends though. Kai Cenat is an extremely popular Twitch streamer who has amassed over 17 million followers on the platform. This accomplishment is no accident, since Kai is highly regarded for his well-produced gaming marathons and his frequent collaborations with mainstream celebrities. Although Kai has been extremely successful in his streaming endeavors, this success doesn't always translate to other aspects of his life, and this is highlighted in a stream he would do featuring South African music artist Tyla. On March 24th, 2024, Tyla would appear on Kai's stream and with her, bring multiple housewarming gifts, the most notable of which being a Tyla-themed Truth or Dare card game. As the stream unfolded, Kai and Tyla can be seen engaging in various pre-planned activities, with both individuals observably enjoying each other's company. Towards the end of the stream, the pair would begin to play the Truth or Dare card game that Tyla had brought earlier, and Kai would eventually be dared to ask the last person he DM'd out on a date. Although Tyla was not Kai's first option, he would ultimately use this opportunity to ask her out live in front of over 100,000 people. This would lead to one of the most notorious interactions in streaming history. Kai Cenat most uncomfortable interaction dealing with awkward moments around girls. Alright, whoever wrote this title, it sounds like they had a stroke mid-sentence. But besides that, let's have a little gander at the clip, shall we?
My only option is, Tyla, would you like to go on a date with me?
Are you asking for real?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Don't do that.
What you mean? Why not?
Don't do that.
I'm serious. Whenever you get some free time, would you like to go on a date with me?
You can't do that. On a whole
Dude,
night.
oh my god, okay. Ugh. She keeps on throwing up all the hints to tell him to stop, and he just keeps on pushing. It's like he's failing every single QuickTime event.
Yeah. But we're friends though.
You right.
Oh. Yeah, we're friends.
Ooh, that one's a little sour. It's a little tart right there. Mmm.
You're right.
Oh god, look at the chat.
Next one.
Look at the chat. If you're gonna ask somebody out on a date, it probably shouldn't be on camera in front of 100,000 people, you know? just a little piece of advice from me, yours truly.
Okay, let's do the next one.
Look at the way he looked at the camera. Who, I'm gonna be honest, this was the first one that truly made me uncomfortable, you know? Like, this one was genuinely like, oh god. Alright, let's move on to the next entry. Real-life Redditors. Reddit is a popular social media platform that allows users to form communities based around specific topics and interests, which are commonly referred to as subreddits. These subreddits come in many different forms, ranging from broad topics such as politics, to hyper-niche interests such as identifying weird bugs. Since Reddit offers a wealth of information on even the most obscure topics, many aspiring intellectuals are drawn to the platform, and these people are commonly referred to as Redditors. Although one would think that Reddit is an extremely prosperous website due to its collection of highly intelligent individuals, that couldn't be any further from the truth. with the platform primarily consisting of dedicated anime scholars and unemployed neckbeards. This, rightfully so, has led many to believe that most Redditors aren't well adjusted socially. And unfortunately, there have been many recorded instances where this perception is verified.
Real life Redditors. I'm not really looking forward to this one, that's for sure. I also like how the title of this entry implies that Redditors are like some type of SCP, and these are sightings of them. My mom putting me to bed before OD. Well, this video is getting demonetized. Unlucky.
Yeah, you dropped this.
Okay. What was that clip? The Dark Humor Award? That is like the most Reddit thing ever. Excuse me, my lady. You have won the internet today. Take the Dark Humor Award. Tips fedora. Adjust belly fat. Yes. Point of view. You're talking to me and your mind starts to wander. Okay. Okay. Oh, brother. First of all, this guy has like a little poster on the back that just says, I heart bed. like what an oddly specific sign to put back there. Also, secondly, this has been like an observable phenomenon amongst Redditors for the past 15 years or so. Why do they all like wearing fedoras? The fedora used to be the hat of the working man, and now it is the hat of the unemployed. What a fall from grace. Alright, let's move on to the next entry.
Demetrius go to the bathroom. In 2019, a disturbing video would begin to circulate online featuring an extremely bizarre argument. At first glance, this video seems to be nothing more than gameplay of the open-world action game Mafia 3, with a player known as Demetrius giving occasional commentary throughout the video. However, things would quickly change when Demetrius' mother would interrupt his playthrough with a shocking accusation. This is where the story takes a dark, and more notably, smelly turn, because she would accuse Demetrius of defecating on himself while gaming. And disturbingly enough, Demetrius wouldn't deny this accusation and would actually attempt to continue his playthrough, all the whilst arguing with his own mother. But if you can even believe it, that's not even the worst part of this entire ordeal, because if you listen closely, you can hear Demetrius continue to soil himself while gaming.
It's so normal right now. It's so normal. That's what concerns me.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a now.
What?
Hey. Bathroom and now. Go to the.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm not sure if I heard that correctly, but I could have sworn I just heard the kid himself.
Bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you.
Oh, ew, you can hear it. Okay. Oh, I had to hold in a gag there for a second. Oh, like how loud of a shit does it have to be for it to be picked up on your Turtle Beach headset, you know? Oh, absolutely vile.
Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and go to the bathroom.
Okay. I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but like you could clearly see the struggle for the controller with this like random shot into the wall. Like look at it.
Get up
like
and
look.
go.
There is a clear struggle for the controller right here. What a great piece of visual storytelling.
To the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the
Dude,
bathroom.
okay. The gall of this kid. I'm a secondhand witness to the situation. The mom's not lying. The kid is clearly shitting himself. And yet he has the audacity to act like his mom is being a colossal bitch. Call me old-fashioned, but it's moments like this where you just gotta whip out the belt, you know? Okay. Alright, no, I don't condone any of that. I'm gonna be honest, man. I would never put my mom through that shit. Okay? Literally. Okay. Alright, next entry.
Corpse Maxine. Corpse Husband is a popular content creator who has amassed over 7 million subscribers on YouTube alone. Although his videos were originally focused on horror-related topics, he would eventually make the transition to gaming content during the height of the Among Us craze. But what separated Corpse from other up-and-coming creators during this era was his unnaturally deep voice, with many people questioning whether it was actually real or not upon first hearing it.
I don't know, I guess I haven't done a face reveal, so.
I feel like your voice is touching me. Is that a weird thing to say?
I feel like your voice is hitting a part of my ear that's never been hit before.
That. Yes, Pokey, that is a weird thing to say.
Oh, sorry.
Naturally, many people found his voice quite fascinating, and also quite attractive. This would lead to Corpse exploding in popularity, gaining over 6 million subscribers in the span of 4 months. Despite the major success Corpse has seen in his online career, he has slowly stepped away from content creation due to undisclosed reasons, with his last post online being a promotion for one of his new songs on July 8th, 2023. Although many fans eagerly await his return, some men have seized the opportunity to fill the void that he left behind. This has led to many copycats attempting to mimic his voice and persona in order to attract female viewers, and this is commonly referred to as Corpse Maxing.
Corpse Maxing. God knows what this is referring to. Let's have a watch. Alright, I already don't like this still, but, you know, we'll give the clip the benefit of the doubt, I suppose.
Like, I'm just naturally scary, what can I say? Like, whatever.
Oh god, the corpse voice. Oh, the thirst trap after. Yeah, that one was bad. I feel like one of the worst things to witness is when somebody's trying to act hot, you know?
Like, I'm just naturally scary, what can I say? Like, whatever.
Dude, like, I'm just naturally scary, what can I say? What person of sound mind says something like that, you know? Okay, what is this other video?
Yeah, they are. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm like,
okay, dude. Like, dude, you cannot tell me that is a real person with a real voice. He sounds like a Minecraft zombie.
Yeah, they are. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm
Okay. There has always been people in history with like super deep voices, right? But Corpse has a very specific deep voice. So all I'm saying is, it's a little weird that after Corpse exploded onto YouTube, all these people with Corpse-like voices just started coming out of the woodwork. It almost makes one think that this is manufactured and that these men are just trying to cash in on the female audience. But that's just a game theory of mine. What am I thinking? This is probably this guy's real voice.
That's pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm
Explicit encounters in VR chat. VR chat is a virtual reality game that allows players to interact with one another using virtual reality technology. Originally launched back in 2014 for the now defunct Oculus Rift, the game would see a broader release 3 years later on Steam to major success. This success can largely be attributed to the unique experience that the game offers, allowing players to realistically engage in social situations from the comfort of their own homes. Although these realistic interactions are the main selling point of the game, they are also the reason it's featured on this Iceberg. Due to the immersive nature of VR chat, many players have trouble distinguishing the game from reality. This has led to some players using the game to satisfy some of their more raunchy desires, and this is often done with little to no regard for other players in the lobby.
Explicit encounters in VR chat. I'm not looking forward to this entry. Let's have a watch, shall we? Okay. Whoa.
Oh my god, that's a chill guy. I'll be feeling romantical.
Okay. He said romantical instead of romantical, like there's a little lisp there.
I'll be feeling romantical.
He said it again.
Someone's a happy little puppy.
It's one thing to do this in private, but if you're doing it in a public space, in my humble opinion, you deserve to be criticized, okay? There's no need to do this while there's f***ing people around. There could be kids around too. There could be children. Think of the children, man. Think of them. Not like that for the VR chat people. Don't think of them like that. Okay, that was a dark joke. Yeah, that just a rough clip overall. What is this final video?
They only hate me because they think I slept with a 15-year-old, and that's not...
Okay, what the man? What did I just walk into? How are you not embarrassed to have a conversation like this in a public space, you know? Like, at what point do you become self-aware and become embarrassed at what you're saying?
And that's not even the full story. That person is my VR sister. And I didn't sleep with them. We both passed out near each other. It wasn't our fault.
Ah, the old we just passed out near each other trick, huh?
She looks up to me because guess what she went through? She got in VR.
Okay. I'm not laughing at the R word, okay? That's not funny and that's horrible. But in VR chat, like, you do realize that you can just F4, you know? Nobody's keeping you in the game like Sword Art Online. Overall, that was a bad entry, man. Especially that last one was really weird. That one had like a weird tone to it. All right, let's just move on to the next entry. The Cat Man. When it comes to popular internet conspiracy theories, there is none more compelling than human experimentation. Is the government experimenting and genetically modifying people behind closed doors? And if they are, what is their end goal? Although this concept was once viewed as nothing more than science fiction, the advancement of modern technology has made it more realistic in recent years. So the question we should really be asking ourselves is, has it already happened? Well, allow me to introduce you to a TikToker by the name of Jonathan Sten. Upon first viewing Jonathan's profile, one might notice that he displays cat-like behavior, often being observed catching wild mice and meowing to make his presence known. This has led many to speculate that Jonathan is a human-cat hybrid, and is actually the product of a secret government program involving genetic modification. This would explain his cat-like features and mannerisms despite having the physical appearance of a human. Of course, there is no verifiable evidence to support this claim, because I made it up. But I pray to God that this theory is true, because I would not want to live in a world where Jonathan is doing this of his own free will. The Cat Man. Just based off of that title there, I am very concerned about what this entry is going to be about. I'm very hesitant to click on this link, but I'm just gonna rip it off like a band-aid. Okay, dude. What the fuck? That's the entire video, folks. Okay, what am I even supposed to take away from this? The dude is just acting like a fucking cat. What do you want me to say? I also just realized that he's framing his hands as if they were cat paws, which is disturbing in a subtle way. Okay. What is the other clip? Do you want to know what I find particularly disturbing about this video? I have a cat, and when I have the blanket over me and they're kneading on me, they look at me with the same loving eyes as this person is right now. I can at least appreciate that he dressed up for this. He has like cat ears on and everything, but I don't recall cats having a lack of hair in this specific area though. That might be something he needs to get checked out at some point. Let's move on to the next entry. Stable Ronaldo slap incident. Stable Ronaldo, also known as FaZe Ronaldo, is a popular Twitch streamer who has amassed over 3.7 million followers on the platform. Like most other streamers, Ronaldo's content primarily revolves around clip farming, which is when a streamer intentionally creates a viral moment to be shared online. Interestingly enough, one of Ronaldo's most viral clips would actually occur organically, and simply consisted of him singing along to the hit Maroon 5 song, Payphone. Despite the publicity this video would bring to his channel, Ronaldo has actually grown to resent the clip in recent years, and becomes visibly upset when someone mentions the infamous ballad. This hasn't stopped people from referencing the song, however, and this would eventually lead to Ronaldo suffering bodily harm. On June 7th, 2024, Ronaldo and fellow FaZe member Lacey would do a collaborative workout stream with the fitness influencer Bradley Martin. During the first workout, Lacey would recommend that Bradley change the background song to Payphone in order to improve the overall workout atmosphere. Unaware of its relevance to Ronaldo, Bradley would oblige and begin to play the song on the gym loudspeakers.
This action would ultimately start a chain of events that would be heard across the world.
Okay, I will admit I have seen this clip before, and boy is it something to behold.
Nobody can hear the fucking song. They can't even hear it.
It's on you.
This weak ass off.
I can hear it.
That's just funny. That's just funny.
Oh, dude.
Damn, actually?
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, I didn't know that was bad. My bad, bro. Like, actually. No, actually. Put the camera down.
Oh, dude, it's so awkward. The slap heard across the world. My god. I'm surprised that slap from Bradley Martin didn't instantly shatter Ronaldo's skull. Man, what a clip, dude. What do we learn from this video? Don't take Bradley Martin's hat. I think that's what we can take away. That's the main lesson. Oh, let's move on to the next entry.
Owners that love their dogs. When it comes to the various types of affection that one can receive in their lifetime, there is none more pure than love from a dog. Domesticated over 15,000 years ago, the relationship between man and dog is one of the longest in human history, and the bond between the two species has only gotten stronger as time has gone on. This has, rightfully so, earned dogs the title of man's best friend. But this begs the question, what happens when a man loves his dog too much? And unfortunately, this entry represents a horrifying answer to that question.
Okay. Dude. Bro. What the f did I just watch, man? I love my dog like he my son. Listen, man, if this is how you treat your son, you might need to have a conversation with your local law enforcement. Because no man in their right mind would treat their son like this. Like, okay. Dude. Oh, I think the worst part about this all is that the dog is clearly enjoying it. Like, look! He's enjoying it! How does one condition their dog to be like this? I would argue that is the most disturbing aspect of this clip, but let's just move on to the next one, I guess.
Into the thick of it. In May of 2021, a song from the hit Nickelodeon TV show The Backyardigans would begin to go viral online. Titled Into the Thick of It, the song's catchy lyrics and memorable melody would ultimately spawn a challenge of the same name. This challenge primarily consisted of users attempting to sing along to the song without any audio cues, with the main objective being to time the lyrics accurately. Although this trend probably would have been forgotten given enough time, an individual by the name of Gabe Fernandez would take things too far, and cement this trend's legacy in cringe culture forever.
I know this video. I think we can all agree that this is in the Cringe Hall of Fame. Oh man.
Into the thick of it. Into
Oh god.
the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Oak.
No. You wanna know what's crazy? Is that no matter how many times I see this video, it never gets any easier to watch, you know? It's like a Cringe Hall of Fame video through and through. Alright, let's move on to the next entry. Oh wait, there is no next entry, because we have just completed the second layer of the cringe video iceberg. I'm not gonna lie, there were quite a few questionable ones in that layer. Owners that love their dogs. I'm gonna be honest, that one should probably be in layer 3 or layer 4, but however, as these icebergs go, things are only going to get worse from here on out. So, without further ado, let's dive into layer 3 of the cringe video iceberg, the Twilight Zone.
Blackboy Max N-word incident. Blackboy Max is an extremely popular Twitch streamer who has amassed over 2 million followers on the platform. Originally a solo content creator of moderate size, his channel would reach new heights after he joined FaZe Clan on April 28, 2024. However, just 2 weeks after this announcement, Max would find himself in some controversy. On May 14th, 2024, Max would host a dating show featuring some of his fellow FaZe members and multiple attractive women, with one of the most notable contestants being a girl named Trixie. Towards the end of the stream, Trixie would reveal that she was an aspiring rapper and would attempt a mini freestyle live in front of Max's viewers. This freestyle was not well received and would ultimately lead to an altercation that would result in Trixie saying the N-word. Black Boy Max N-word incident. Dude. Surprisingly enough, this is not the first time an N-word incident has appeared on a cringe video Iceberg. Let's have a watch.
You in your mom's basement? What the f? Go get some money. Stop hating on me. Go get some money. What's in your bank account? What did you do today? Is there money in there? No. No. Fuck. No fucking money in your bank.
The tone shift. Oh, the way the vibe in the room instantly switched. Oh man, that knocked the wind out of me.
Wait, no.
What?
Wait,
What?
You say no.
Hey, cut.
Hold on, repeat that though. You said that shit with conviction though.
Say what?
You said no.
No.
Dude, she doubled down. Oh my god. I mean, okay, if you're Black Boy Max in this situation, what do you even do? Girl says the N-word, you confront her about it, and then she says it again. Like, what's the next step at that point, right? You can't just beat her up. What a crazy clip. Yeah. Well, that's the only N-word you guys get for this video. Let's move on to the next entry.
Millennial cringe. The term wisdom is typically defined as the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Although there is a common belief that one gains wisdom with age, the existence of millennials have called this perception into question. Born between the years 1981 and 1996, millennials were some of the first people to experience the internet as it is today. Despite this, many of them seem to have not developed past 2013 internet humor and often display juvenile behavior online. There are a variety of reasons as to why this may be, with one of the most compelling theories being that millennials suffered from lead exposure during adolescence. You see, gasoline containing lead was not officially banned in the US until 1996, meaning that lead exposure through gas fumes was much more common during this era. Coincidentally, the year leaded gasoline was banned just so happens to coincide with the end of the millennial generation. This could explain why many internet videos posted by millennials contain extremely childish humor, since lead exposure is known to cause cognitive delays, ADHD, and, in severe cases, permanent brain damage.
I'm so excited that Taylor Swift gets to be small girl with Travis Kelce because he is large boy and she gets to be small girl. He can just scoop her up. She's not gonna be the mom.
Okay, we get it. Taylor Swift is small girl and Travis Kelce is big boy. You don't need to say it that many times. Oh.
Gets to be small girl. Small girl. She always dates these medium men, and now
Okay, wait. Hold on a minute. Schmedium men? First of all, that sounds like a slurp, okay? Second of all, I am not taking the opinion of somebody who says small girl seriously. And I think that's justified. What is this other video, man? Girl does happy dance when her food arrives. What am I about to watch, man? Okay. I'm gonna say something horrifying right now. Are you guys ready? Skip the video right now if you guys are too scared of sensitive topics. These people can vote, okay? A person that does a dance for a pancake can vote. Damn. Alright, what is this final video?
As a 28-year-old toddler that spills everything. Like that. I can't use glass, right? Because that gives you stitches. You're talking stainless steel.
Oh god. Oh. Ugh. Dude, this is one of the worst entries yet, man. I don't know what it is with millennials constantly trying to infantilize themselves. We saw this with the Taylor Swift person and then the pancake dance girl. It's like they want to be children so bad, it's weird, you know? I'm gonna be honest, that was one of the worst entries yet. There's nothing really much more to say, so let's just move on to the next one. Infobren. Infobren is an extremely enigmatic content creator who has been online for well over a decade. Although his content originally focused on harmless, albeit awkward, pranks, he has slowly honed his expertise over time, and now posts videos of the extremely uncomfortable interactions he has with random strangers. While this may not seem like a big deal at first glance,
Infrabrand's interactions with other people are more akin to taking someone hostage as opposed to having a conversation, with many of his videos depicting people desperately attempting to leave to no avail.
Love is in the air. When's the wedding?
Oh god.
Now what to do with you?
Dude, the f***ing laugh, man.
Don't worry, I don't bite. Hard.
Okay, I think it's safe to say that this dude is a certified creep already, man. What the
Another couple. You're all couples and I'm alone.
What is the point of doing something like this? I just read the caption. It says, creeping out the elevator. Again. So this has happened multiple times, I guess.
It's nice to finally get a couple of sisters in here.
Dude, the f***ing laugh, man. The f***ing laugh is crazy. He's laughing like the Joker.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Can we get a description? No.
Do I match it?
I don't know. Have you been riding this elevator up and down?
Goddamn right I have been.
You have been?
Yes, I have.
Have you been talking to people in here?
100%.
Oh my god! Somebody called the police on him! I love how the cops just unknowingly entered the elevator with the fucking Joker. Like they had no idea what they were walking into.
Okay, so probably it is you. What's going on?
Just riding the elevator.
Why?
Best ride in Seattle.
You wanna know what's crazy? Is that towards the end of this video, you could tell that he was even making the police feel uncomfortable, you know? Like, look! They're literally backing up from him!
Valorant E-Daters. Valorant is a competitive first-person shooter game developed by Riot Games. Originally launched back in 2020, the game is most well known for its unique blend of the tactical and hero shooter genres, offering a variety of different weapons and heroes for the player to select. Although Valorant was originally a first-person shooter game, the game has slowly been turned into a pseudo-dating app over time, with many players now logging on with the intention of meeting their significant other in-game. Unfortunately for them, this is a video game, meaning that many of these romantic interactions are caught on camera and posted online, oftentimes to the detriment of anyone unfortunate enough to witness them.
You know, I find myself conflicted about E-Daters. A part of me feels bad for them, and another part of me feels disgusted by them. Let's see which feeling is verified with this entry.
For every kill you get, I'll give you an ooh.
Right. Disgust.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh shit, I got a Charlie horse in my leg at the same time. Oh, oh, the double whammy. Oh. Dude, I can't do this, man. The Anya PNGs are too much. By the way, this is Anya Forger from a show called Spy Family. She's 4 years old in the show. So who are you trying to appeal to by doing something like this?
Oh, an ace.
Thank you.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's alright.
Oh, the little force hee at the end was, oh. Once again, using a 4-year-old as the mascot for a video like this is a little weird, in my opinion. Ugh, what are the other videos, man?
This is awkward. I'd hate to be the guy that talked and then no one responded. This hurts.
Maybe you'll get one response.
Dude, okay, ooh. I know damn well that that is not that guy's real voice. You wanna know how I know that? It's because I can do the same shit, buddy. Maybe one day you'll get a response. See that? I can do the same shit, buddy. You ain't special.
Why is he so close to his mic?
I don't know, he got a nice voice though, hey.
Oh, dude, it worked. That's the worst part, is that it worked. Ugh.
Wait, where'd he go? I wanna throw my skin at him because that's how Valorant works.
Hello.
Oh, thank you.
Love! Dude, oh god, okay. Oh, that concussed me. Okay, I'm gonna try to say this as nicely as possible. How desperate does one need to be in order for somebody who's clearly faking a deep voice to win you over? Is that all it takes nowadays? Somebody faking a deep voice and saying, "Thank you, my love." Is that all it really takes? And yet we wonder why divorce rates are so high nowadays. How quaint of a thought that is. Well, that was Valorant E-Daters, everybody. Do with that entry what you will, I guess. Let's move on to the next one. Creeps caught on camera. If you were to set up a hunting camera in the woods, and it just so happened to capture Bigfoot, a Wendigo, and a drunk creepy guy from Omaha, Nebraska, which one would you be afraid of the most? Although the first two options may look scary, the third option is actually the most dangerous, because at least Bigfoot and a Wendigo have the decency not to touch you non-consensually. Unfortunately, encounters with creepy men are an all too common reality for many people, and there have been many recorded instances of these individuals overstepping boundaries at bars and clubs, leading to situations that I can only describe as, well, creepy. Creeps trying to be smooth. Seems like the title of this entry is pretty self-explanatory. Let's have a gander. Oh god! Okay. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, my vision's a little blurry from that one, man. God damn. I also like how like the dude just f***ing spawns in. Like he just spawned right here. He just comes into frame. Oh god, the face. Oh, I didn't even see that my second time around. Oh, bro, these last few entries have been hitting me, man. They've been hitting my C spot, my cringe spot, you know? Oh, there he is. Dude, once again, the dude just f***ing spawned in, man. Dude, as cringy as that was f***ing deserved, man. Once again, I am baffled how somebody would think something like this was acceptable. To all of the women out there, I would like to humbly apologize on behalf of these creepy men. Their behavior is completely unacceptable. I am 6'3", by the way. Okay. Full moon incidents. This entry refers to an extremely odd phenomenon that only occurs during full moons. As legend has it, the full moon signifies clarity, balance, and of course, increased werewolf activity. For just one night per month, some humans transform into terrifying beasts and go on the prowl looking for victims. They walk among us. They could be any of us. And, statistically speaking, there are probably a few werewolves watching this video right now. Although this is extremely concerning in and of itself, that's not even the most disturbing part, because what if I told you that werewolves weren't real, and these were just your fellow humans, role-playing as them? Full moon incidents. Alright, I already know what this is referring to, I'm pretty sure. Let's just get this over with. Okay. Okay. It was not this. Okay. Oh god. Okay, listen. I don't care what people do in their bedrooms, right? That's up to them. That's their private life. I don't give a f. However, I do think it is different when you're doing it in a public setting. Call me crazy, but I think it's fair to criticize you at that point if you're doing this shit in public. Yeah, what a fucked up clip. Alright, what are the other videos? At what point do we draw the line? Once again, I'm gonna make it very clear. I do not care what you do in your bedroom, as long as it stays in the bedroom. At the very least, we can all admit that an action like this is in bad taste, okay? I think we can all collectively agree on that. I just realized as well, the person being a dog, they stuck their butt out so the other dog could sniff. Dude. When is enough enough, man? At what point do we draw the line? What a f***ed up clip, man. ADHD fishing. ADHD, also known as Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects roughly 6% of all adults in the United States alone. Characterized by difficulty paying attention, hyperactivity, and impulsive behavior, ADHD can severely limit one's ability to concentrate in a professional environment if not properly addressed.
Although ADHD is a serious neurodevelopmental disorder, many people see it as nothing more than a condition that makes you wacky and eccentric. As a result of this, there have been multiple recorded instances of people attempting to fake or over-exaggerate certain aspects of ADHD in order to come off as quirky, and this is typically referred to as ADHD fishing.
Our parents cannot even make sense of us. Why does your son... We don't know. No one knows. Meanwhile, us ADHD kids are just out here like, oh, a button! Follow for button.
You know, it really is the short ones that are the most potent. Okay, listen, I'm just gonna say it. People with ADHD do not act like this. I'm sorry. This is how I would imagine Disney writing an ADHD character. Like doing the stupid quirky shit, you know? Ugh.
Meanwhile, us ADHD kids are just out here like...
Also, I really like how he said us ADHD kids as if he's not like 30 years old. My ADHD hit while making a video. Part 2. Okay. I like how this implies that there is a part 1 to this saga. Let's have a watch. Yeah. It's just such a public display of a lack of understanding of the condition. It's crazy that this was uploaded. Let me show you guys how ADHD really looks like, okay? Ooh, a button!
God, you're so beautiful. In December of 2016, the extremely famous American actor, Vin Diesel, began a worldwide press tour in order to promote his upcoming movie, XXX: Return of Xander Cage. One of the first locations he would visit on this press tour would be Sao Paulo, Brazil, where he would be interviewed by the Brazilian journalist, Karl Moreira. As the interview unfolded, things seemed to be going relatively smoothly, with Moreira asking Diesel various questions about the film. However, seemingly infatuated with Moreira's beauty, Vin Diesel couldn't help but comment on her physical appearance multiple times. These consistent advances would make the interview increasingly more awkward as time went on, and this situation would eventually reach its climax when Vin Diesel would begin to creepily crawl towards Moreira, all the whilst complimenting her beauty.
Vin Diesel can't stop praising reporter. First of all, Vin, what did you do to end up on this iceberg, man? Second of all, what did you do to end up in layer 3? I guess we're about to find out. Let's have a watch.
First one, and God, you're so beautiful. God, she's so beautiful, man. Am I right or wrong?
Ooh,
Look at
okay.
her.
Okay, Vin. Vin's spitting some game right now, okay.
Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go have lunch. My God, I love her. Look how beautiful she is.
Thank you.
Okay.
God, wow, man.
So, Tom Hanks?
Wow, man.
Her trying to move on, that was a soft rejection. That's rough, Vin. And yet we still have 1 minute and 10 left. Uh-oh.
I found out that you are a nerd like me. You love Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm anything like you because I love you.
Okay.
But
I'm anything like you because I love you. Guys, really? Look how beautiful she is.
Okay.
You guys think it's a joke. How am I supposed to sit over here when I'm looking
That's
at
enough,
such
Vin.
beauty? Come
That's
on,
enough.
She's so beautiful. I'm in love. I'm in love.
I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but for a split second, her face completely dropped. Dude, that is rough. That is a rough clip. Holy.
I'm in love with the interview.
I brought you...
I did say I'm good.
Did you? Eu sou o Groot.
It's so good.
Eu sou o Groot.
I love her. Man,
God.
she's so fucking sexy. It's not, I can't do this interview. Look at her.
Eu sou o Groot.
Does anyone say this? Guys, what's wrong? Am I the only one that's saying it? Look at her.
Yeah, you are the only one saying it, Vin.
She's so fucking beautiful. It's like you can't even do an interview with her because you're just like, da 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 da
Dude.
da 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 da.
Dude, that's bad.
Right or wrong? Oh my God, guys, someone save me.
Oh. Maybe it's just me, but I think Vin may have gone a little too fast and furious with this one, you know? Yeah, you guys can dislike the video now. Let's move on to the next entry.
5 no. In July of 2021, A Twitter user by the name of 5omno would be accused of some deplorable actions. Although I was unable to locate the original twit longer, many of the responses to the situation referenced SA as one of the most damning accusations. Naturally, with allegations as serious as this, one would expect a level-headed response from the accused. And on July 11th, 2021, 5omno would do just that. But instead of refuting the allegations or apologizing for them altogether, 5omno would upload a voice memo of himself, laughing maniacally before proceeding to have an anime-esque mental breakdown.
He got exposed as a and did this. Dude, I'm very hesitant to watch this video. Let's have a gander, shall we? Dude. Oh god.
Stop laughing, it sounds creepy!
Whoa. Dude!
I'm so sorry!
Oh my god, this...
Shut the fuck!
Okay. Oh my god! The little whimper at the end, man. Holy. I really like how he's acting like an anime villain when their plan gets exposed, like their master plan, and he's having like a anime villain breakdown. Listen, man, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but all that happened was you somebody, you know? Also, dude, 252 quote tweets to 1 like. What a crazy ratio. And with that final entry, we have just completed the 3rd layer of the cringe video iceberg. I'm not gonna lie, that one was bad. Every single entry made me uncomfortable in different ways, but it's not over yet. We still have 2 more layers to get through before we reach the finish line. So, without further ado, let's dive into layer 4, the depths. Reinforced heel and toe. This entry refers to an individual that has gone by many pseudonyms online, including My Man Legs, Gorgeous Legs, and Robert's DRFE. However, they are most widely known as Reinforced Heel and Toe, despite being relatively well known due to the infamous Hello Steven clip.
Hello Steven. Do you like my dress?
Heel and Toe's origins are still a mystery, but what we do know is that they began posting on TikTok between 2020 and 2021 on the accounts My Man Legs and whatever this says, before migrating to various other accounts until eventually settling on Reinforced Heel and Toe. If it wasn't obvious based on their current and past usernames, Heel and Toe has an uncanny obsession with legs and feet, more specifically, their own legs and feet, and often post content emphasizing these features in a suggestive manner. When asked about the backstory behind these actions, Heel and Toe would respond on an alternate account named Gorgeous Legs, stating, "I need to feel like my own mother. I need to dress like my own mother. I need to wear only all of my mother's clothes. I need to be my own mother." This disturbing backstory gives Heel and Toe's profile an extremely eerie atmosphere, especially when you listen to what is said within some of these videos.
Reinforced Heel and Toe. What an oddly ominous name. Let's have a gander, shall we?
I am your slave. I am your mindless, obedient slave. I have no will. I am your slave, goddess.
Wow, what a creepy video. I'm not really sure what to take away from this video. I can at least appreciate the outfit, right? Does this not look like the lovable grandma down the street? One that bakes cookies and lets you stay at her place when you have a fight with your parents? But it's not the lovable grandma down the street. It's a grandma that wants to be somebody's slave. What are these other videos, man?
My mommy so pretty. Pretty mommy. I love you, mommy. I love my mommy. Pretty mommy.
Wow, that took an extremely disturbing turn. I don't know what it is, but there seems to be a very odd trend of adults acting like children online. And every single time I find it disturbing in a uniquely horrifying way. And obviously I don't want to imply anything about this individual. I don't know their life story. I'm gonna have to learn, but I don't know currently. Yeah, well, that was a f***ed up video. I think the worst part about this all is that I'm gonna have to research this person. I feel like I won't be the same person after I do so, but it's whatever. Let's move on to the next entry. Oni-chan competitions. Oni-chan is a Japanese term of endearment typically used to refer to an older brother or brother-like figure. Originating from the great nation of Japan, the term has been introduced to the Western world through Japanese animated media, or anime for short. Naturally, the term has become extremely iconic amongst anime fans due to its widespread prevalence, which has led to many individuals attempting to say the word in order to come off as kawaii to their fellow weebs. In fact, the popularity of the word would even spawn multiple Oni-chan competitions, where people would attempt to replicate the intonation and pitch that is used when the word is spoken in Japanese. And I do not say this lightly, but it is perhaps one of the worst things I have ever seen. Oni-chan competitions. Dude, why? Alright, let's just get this over with, man. Oni-chan contest 2023 ends bad. I bet it doesn't start good either, let's be honest.
Silencio todos, alistando la cámara. Ahí estamos. 1, 2.
Oh god! Yeah! No, dude, the second time around it makes it worse. I just realized, by the way, the crowd is full of men. Yeah, I know why we're all here, fellas. Once again, the crowd goes wild. I'm gonna give a hot take right now. Are you guys ready for this? I think that the companies that westernized anime, Crunchyroll, Funimation, and even the illegal pirating sites like GoGo Anime, I think the United States needs to designate them as domestic organizations. I said it, okay? The harm that they have done to the Western world is unforgivable, okay? Dude, we got like this Fallout NPC posted up here. He just didn't react to the Oni-chan. This ain't that guy's first Oni-chan competition, bucko. Okay. I am very interested to see how this goes right now. Dude! It's worse when a guy does it, man. Dude, what are you doing, man? Don't you have like a platinum chip to get or something? Ugh. Once again, I think it's time we ban anime. Designate Crunchyroll as domestic. We need to start lobbying for that. I think that's the key takeaway. Let's move on to the next entry. Zoom 2020. Some of you may not know this, but in 2020, a worldwide pandemic uprooted society and brought everyday life to a halt. Not only did this event inspire fear amongst the general population, but it also resulted in the enforcement of nationwide lockdowns, with many countries advising citizens to keep social interactions to a minimum and stay indoors. As a result of this, many schools and businesses began to use the telecommunications software Zoom in order to maintain structure within work and school environments. Naturally, due to the online nature of Zoom, many of the meetings people had in the program were recorded, either officially or unofficially. And unfortunately for us, some of these recordings contain the extremely awkward interactions between colleagues. Zoom 2020. What an ominous title for this entry.
Oh no.
Potato, it's a little potato.
Oh, potato.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that one was bad. How does one even recover from that? And also, has anybody ever heard of a pity laugh? You know, somebody makes a joke and you laugh to not make it awkward.
Oh, potato.
Dude. Tough crowd, huh? Dude, what is this other video, man?
It's only my second day of online class, and this man is making me want to drop out already.
I thought there would be a personal introduction section for this course if we're working as teams.
Oh god, it's one of these guys.
Like,
oh, brother. Oh, I hate these types of students, man.
Like,
well, that we kind of work in small groups and get to know each other as we go, but it's so slow. It takes so much time.
Oh, this old lady looks so sweet too. That's the worst part. I'm sorry for what you're probably about to witness.
So, I'm hoping that
I guess
we'll
I'm just
get.
gonna throw this surprise at the wall right now then.
Oh god.
What's
Hello.
that?
Hello.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna do this whole bit. It's not worth it anymore.
Oh, introduce yourself. We'll take.
Wow, Persona 5 in VR chat, man. What a deadly combo.
What's
Hello.
Dude, oh my, look at the way he's waving with his little carpal tunnel syndrome hand. Did you guys see that? Did you guys,
Hello.
look at his little hand. Just no motion. Dude, also, who is this guy? Is that an NPC or is that a real person? Yeah, wow. What a up entry, man. Alright, let's move on to the next entry. Anime adults. A few entries ago, we discussed a Japanese term known as Oni-chan and how it has spawned so-called Oni-chan competitions that have ravaged the Western world. Well, I want you to take the most embarrassing aspects of these competitions and condense it into a personality. Congratulations, you have pretty much just described an anime adult. Although the majority of people who watch anime aren't attempting to act like anime characters, that cannot be said for all of them. And unfortunately, there have been many recorded instances of grown adults acting like anime characters in real life. If there is one lesson we can take away from this entry, it's that the US government needs to designate Crunchyroll as a domestic organization.
Just discovered him. What the heck is this website? Some of them watch some. Dude! Some of them want some of that old Some of them wanna.
Oh, I can't even. Oh my god. I couldn't even look at that one. I want to point out that this gentleman here has gray hairs in his beard, implying that he is not young, and yet he still decided to post a video of himself lip-syncing to a song about hentai. That face as well, man. The face, the Ahegao face was absolutely potent, man. Dude! Grown man. Ugh. Does it really get any worse than that? Like, does it really?
Oh shit. What the fuck, bro?
It does get worse. Oh, no, that's enough. Yep. Look at her, she's doing a funny filter for the face to show how cringe it is, how cringe. What can be said about this entry that has not already been said? At what point is enough, guys? Brony asks a weird question. Nicole Oliver is a Canadian voice actress who has lent her voice to a variety of different cartoons, with one of her most iconic roles being Princess Celestia in the kids' TV show, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. First premiering on October 10th, 2010, My Little Pony would quickly become a sensation amongst young girls, and, interestingly enough, adult men. This section of the community would grow rapidly in the early 2010s, and would come to be known as bronies, which is a clever combination of the words bro and ponies. Although a good portion of the brony community is harmless and simply enjoys the show, there is also a part of the community that engages in more unsavory activities. And unfortunately, this is relevant to the topic at hand. On January 20th, 2013, a My Little Pony voice actor panel would be held at the Animate Convention in Miami, Florida. This panel would feature many notable voice actors of the show, including the voice actress of Princess Celestia, Nicole Oliver. As the event kicked off, everything was proceeding as one would expect,
with many audience members lining up and asking the panel members various questions about the show. That is, until one brony would walk up to the microphone and ask a very uncomfortable question about Princess Celestia. Autistic Spaghetti Brony meets the cast of MLP HD. It's good to know that we are getting the highest quality of this event. Let's have a watch.
All right, so anyway,
There we go.
we know about everyone here and how great the show is, right? However, as most of us are aware, there's a darker side to the fandom, which we know.
Okay, what did he mean by that? Darker side of the fandom? It's fucking My Little Pony, man. What do you mean there's a darker side of the fandom? I'm really nervous to see what this guy's gonna say.
All right, so I'm pretty sure you're aware of Princess Celestia being portrayed as a tyrant, an internet troll, and God forbid a monster. And Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy on occasion.
No.
I'm canceling this
Yeah,
question.
so I'm gonna let you know from where I stand, the darker side of the fandom is not.
I'm flabbergasted. I get it, man. This individual may be on the spectrum, but still. What the man? That deserves to be on here. Let's move on to the next entry. Holy shit.
TikTok's Riz Academy. If we look at the history of picking up women, the art of seduction dates as far back as 2 AD, when a Roman poet named Publius Ovidius Naso published a series of books titled Ars Amatoria, which taught men how to find and maintain relationships with women. Fast forward 2,000 years in the future, and men are still trying to teach other men how to pick up girls. But instead of Ars Amatoria, we now have the TikTok Riz Academy. First founded in 2022 AD, the TikTok Riz Academy is a collection of men who record themselves attempting to pick up women in a public setting. Although these videos were originally intended to show men how to pick up girls, it's actually more effective in teaching them what not to do. This is because many of the scholars from TikTok's Riz Academy have no idea what they're doing.
TikTok's Riz Academy. Dude, what the man? What does that even mean?
You don't need Halloween because you're a treat every day.
Aw, thank you.
Do you think I can get your Instagram?
I don't have Instagram.
Your phone number?
Probably not.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
have a good one.
Dude! Oh my god! Yeah. Okay, it's one thing to have this interaction, and it's another thing to record it. Why on earth would you post it? Like, this is a video they show in court when you're being sentenced for a crime, to show the jury that, yeah, this man is a danger to the public. Okay. Are all the videos gonna be like that, man?
I think I understand why gas is so expensive right now. Gas? Because they probably want you here every day and stuff. Because you're so damn fucking beautiful. I know it's too early for this crap, but
Dude!
I know it's too early for this, but can I get your number? Why is that?
Dude, please, just stop, please! Like, dude, and the audacity, once again, to record an interaction like this. Like, in my opinion, call me the fun police, but this should be bannable. The dude's just f***ing harassing her at this point. For all the women watching this video, I'm an ally. I am against women's suffrage. I don't like when they suffer. No, but seriously, this is really f***ed up and weird. And with that final entry, we have just completed the 4th layer of the cringe video Iceberg. I'm not gonna lie, that one was a difficult watch through and through. But there's still one more layer. And I will be damned if we quit right here. Okay? We've come this far, guys. We might as well just finish it out. So, without further ado, let's dive into layer 5, the abyss. Hello everybody, and welcome to the final layer of the cringe video Iceberg. A round of applause for everybody who's made it this far. I'm sure it was an arduous task for you all. Actually, I know it was an arduous task, because I'm recording this after I finished the Iceberg. So originally for layer 5, it was going to be edited similar to the past 4 layers, with the little documentary sequences before the actual reaction. Unfortunately, those little sections got corrupted, and I'm not doing them again. So you're getting me for these entries instead. Yeah, so you're gonna have to stare at this ugly mug a little longer. So without further ado, let's dive into the first entry of Layer 5. Middle schooler gets rejected. Now for those unaware, I have a lot of history with this video, because a few years ago, I uploaded a video where I attempted to condition myself using a dog shock collar to become immune to cringe, with the sole intention of being able to sit down and watch this video in its entirety. Originally uploaded on February 15th, 2017 by the user RunCheetah, the video depicts a kid named Cameron attempting to ask his crush out on a date by singing to her. As you can imagine, this does not go well, and Cameron is promptly rejected by his crush. Now, in the description of this video, the uploader specifies that Cameron was doing this as a joke, and he didn't actually intend to ask any of the girls out on a date. And this explanation is actually supported by the video content itself, which depicts Cameron attempting to serenade multiple girls while asking them out. Now, there's just one problem with this explanation. I call bullshit, and let me tell you why. After Cameron gets rejected during the first serenade, there is a brief moment where his smile completely fades as the heartbreak begins to set in. It only happens very briefly, but it is there. And my personal game theory is that the first time Cameron attempted to serenade a girl and ask them out on a date, that was real. And he and his friend are covering this up in order to spare him the embarrassment. And I'm telling you, I truly believe in this theory. That facial expression was genuine. But I'll let you guys be the judge as to how cringy this video actually is. Of course, keep in mind that during this reaction, I did not react at all, because I'm conditioned not to. I still remember the pain of the dog shock collar. So without further ado, let's dive into the reaction. Alright, let's start with the first entry. Middle schooler gets rejected. That doesn't sound too bad, I dare say.
I don't know.
I know this video. My worst fears have been realized. Dude, I'm getting like PTSD flashbacks right now. You know Mason and Black Ops? That's how I feel right now. Like my sleeper cell training is going into effect. I don't think I'll cringe watching this because I've been conditioned not to. But let's see if you guys can do the same. Let's give it a watch, shall we? Yep.
Thank you.
I remember every second of this video.
Listen. I don't know where I am supposed to go so high. Might just take my pride and go.
Beautiful voice.
Some people, they know everything, but I know that they don't know my heart.
He's gonna give the heart out soon. Be ready.
Oh yeah, I believe
there it is.
in love. And I hope I can show you what I need. I don't believe love's for me.
He's gonna come back. Yep.
So won't you come around?
He gets on one knee. Yep.
Will you be my Valentine?
Yeah, Cameron. Yep, that was easy for me, but how did you guys feel? Here's the thing about this video, right? So this kid did it multiple times during the day apparently, right? And in the description of this video, it says that they did it as a joke pretty much. I call bullshit, and let me tell you why. During the first ceremony, the first serenade, if you will, after he gets rejected, there is a brief moment of heartbreak, of genuine heartbreak on his face. You can see it for a brief second.
Be my Valentine.
I think there's two actually. Dude, wait, ready? There it was! Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? For a brief moment. There it is. The smile turns into grief. And you cannot change my mind. Look at his face, man. And that's how we start off layer 5. Let's move on to the next entry. Burn. This entry refers to a video posted on October 16th, 2006 by the user WBD Harris. However, the clip itself comes from the once popular reality dating show Blind Date. Hosted by Roger Lodge, the original airing of the show ran from 1999 to 2006. As the name of the show implies, it primarily revolves around putting two strangers out on a blind date and recording the chaos that ensues. Now, despite my best efforts, I was not able to locate the original episode that this clip is from. I did find this guy with a f***ed up hairline though, so there's that. Now the clip itself features two individuals, presumably after their blind date, saying goodbye to one another before parting ways. Although the man in the clip clearly enjoyed the date, the woman on the other hand did not. And this disconnect between how both of these individuals thought the date went would ultimately lead to a situation that I can only describe as appalling. I hope you guys all enjoy. Okay. As long as I hug him, he can't kiss me. Who put this thought bubble in there?
Yes. Come on. Come on, what? It's your life. Take a chance. I'll take a chance when I'm ready.
Oh god. Dude. Oh god. Please. Oh god. The head. The head. Oh.
Sorry. I warned ya.
Dude! 9 headbutts. It took 9 headbutts for this guy to get the hint. That is f***ing potent, man. Holy. What really got me is after like the 4th headbutt, he put his hand on her face as if he's... Bro. Dude. Like, what are we doing here, brother? I think after about the second, third headbutt, I think this woman has the right to sock him in the stomach, you know? That one deserves to be here, I think. Holy. Let's move on to the next one. I'm into fun size. Genshin Impact is an extremely popular open-world gacha game, first released in 2020. Taking place in an expansive open world, the game offers a variety of different areas to explore, and various activities for the player to engage in. Although the game is relatively harmless as far as video games go, the fanbase on the other hand has gained quite a negative reputation in recent years, with many people considering Genshin fans to be extremely creepy towards children, if you catch my drift. And unfortunately for us, the clip that we are about to discuss verifies that unfortunate stereotype. Now, despite my best efforts, I was not able to uncover the origins of this video, or the person behind it, but what we can tell from the actual clip itself is that somebody, who presumably was a streamer, was streaming the game Genshin Impact to his audience. During his livestream, one of his chatters would confront him and claimed that he liked children. Although most people would vehemently deny this accusation and be disgusted by its implications, the streamer would opt for a different response, and he would claim that he is not into children, but fun size instead. Yeah, I'm into fun size. Dude, the average Genshin player, I kind of already know where this is gonna go.
So you admit that you're into children. No, I'm into fun-sized, Chica. There's a difference between being into actual children and being into older women who happen to look like children because they're small. You know what I mean? All right, not to go into too much detail here.
I think you already went into too much detail there, bud. As crazy as this sounds, I understand what he was trying to say. He likes short women. That's what he was trying to say, that he likes short women. And somehow, he managed to do it in the most creepy way possible. I can excuse the creepy fun size comment, right? I can excuse that. Maybe it was just a bad way to phrase it. But then he follows it up by saying that he's not into children. He's into women who look like children. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but I don't think there's that many women who look like children. You know? I guess this guy spent all of his time leveling up his Genshin characters, as opposed to leveling up his self-awareness. Let's move on to the next entry. Jack Doherty freaked it. So Jack Doherty is an extremely controversial internet figure who I don't think needs any introduction. I'm sure you've seen a clip or two of him either being an asshole or crashing his sports car, but the kid's kind of a menace, so he is not the most moral person. And unfortunately, that detail applies to this video. Recently, an old TikTok video resurfaced of Jack lip-syncing to the song King's Dead by J-Rock. Notably, the lyrics he sings in this video come from a verse by Future, which reads, "I took her to my penthouse, then I freaked it. I haven't made my mind up, should I keep it? I got big dog status, it ain't no secret. La-di-da-di-da, slob on me knob. Pass me some syrup, me in the car." Now, although lip-syncing to a song isn't that uncommon on TikTok, what separates Jack's video from others like it is that he used these lyrics to inappropriately reference a toddler. Yeah. It's rough, man. Now, unfortunately, I will have to mute the actual audio because King's Dead by J-Rock is copyrighted, but I will leave a link to the video in the description down below if you guys want to go watch it. I don't know why you would though, but let's just dive into the reaction, shall we? Jack Doherty freaked it. There have been plenty of entries that I have not looked forward to watching. This takes the cake. What the f is this referring to? I guess we're about to find out. Wow. I've seen Jack be plenty of things in his online career. I've seen him be a douchebag. I've seen him be an asshole. I've seen him be a bad friend. And to be honest, this video is a new low for him. What the hell were you thinking, man? I took her to my penthouse and then I freaked it, and then you proceed to show a baby. What is the implication there exactly? Even the way he's holding her, man, that is vile. Were the likes and comments worth it, man? I really hope they were. You wanna know what's crazy? I saw the next entry. Adult babies. You guys ready for adult babies? Because I'm not. Adult babies. Do I even need to explain this entry? I feel like the title is pretty self-explanatory. It's just adults acting like babies, man. That's all it is. It's really weird.
I would hate for people in my comment section to call me a good girl.
Oh god.
I wouldn't like it if they gave me uppies.
Dude.
And don't even think about giving me dino nuggies. I would hate for people in my comment.
You know, I really thought it couldn't get any worse. And here we are. Listen, we all know what you're trying to do here, man. Okay? We all know. We all know what audience you're catering to. Might as well just own it at this point, right? You wanna know what's even more creepier? She probably makes good money doing this. Hey, guess what? We have 2 more videos. Let's have a watch.
Catching Freaks in Dollhouse PT2.
In my spare time,
Dude.
I watch my older post.
Dude.
And I drink with my papa. No, I'm ready for it.
Wow, this is great. This is fantastic.
My
Oh god!
little pony.
How old do you think this woman is? How old? I'm gonna place some money, and I'm gonna say that she is not below 24 years old, probably.
I like Pinkie Pie.
Yeah.
Don't get your accent out, Rio. Don't get your accent out, Rio.
Dude, it's so fucking cringe. Holy shit. Like, I'm just imagining a grown woman doing this voice, you know? And guess what? With the last girl that we saw in this entry, she at the very least was probably making money doing that. This woman is just doing it for the love of the game. Which one is worse, man?
Hey, bro, you know, like the VR chat servers? It's kind of like that.
The VR chat servers always goes back to that game, huh? When is the final video, man? I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Oh my god. Reinforced Yellow Toe's back. I thought it couldn't get any worse. It does.
Mommy. Mommy.
Yep, I get that feeling, man. I got that feeling. Look, he's not hurting anybody, technically. And even though that is the case, I am still allowed to think that it is weird. Okay? Okay? And with that final entry, I am officially liberated from the second cringe video of Iceberg. What did we learn from this video? What can we take away? What is the moral? I think the lesson we can take away is humanity is a lot of things. Some humans are prideful, some humans are kind, and some humans are cringe. But if you really think about it, isn't that beautiful? And also, let's stop with the adult baby stuff, guys. I think that's another lesson we can take away. That's the end of the video. Make sure to smash like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification to get notified when all my videos are released. Join my Discord server, Based. You can check out Parallax, Shax, and Chan username. They both were pivotal in making this video and creating it. I will leave a link to their channels in the description. Pretty epic, pretty based. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Maybe.
We were just kids and we felt sorry.